Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me tonight. My name is Michael Hamilton with Michael Hamilton Ministries, and this is the 17th update for my 40-day fast. This is a learn as I go expedition, and I'll get to all of that here shortly. I'd like to start off by reading Acts 13, 2 and 3. As they ministered to the Lord and fasted, the Holy Spirit said, "Now separate to me Barnabas and Saul for the work to which I have called them." Then, having fasted and prayed and laid hands on them, they sent them away. This is yet another example of fasting. Now, commonly in the Bible, fasting is supposed to take place along with praying. So, it's a good idea to do that too. Part of the reason for fasting, besides the health benefits you get from it, is to overcome your carnal lust for food. Your body's telling you, I got to eat, and you are essentially killing your body and raising your spirit. It's not really, you're not killing yourself. You're like killing the carnality, the control your body has over your mind. And by doing this, you are strengthening your mind and your will over that of your body. It helps to cleanse your mind. It helps to cleanse your system. And it also increases your spiritual connection with God our Father. To the stats, my weight today was 248.6. That's down 1.2 pounds from yesterday. And hold on a second. I can't read my own writing. Oh, that's 3.6 pounds for the week from Sunday to Monday to Tuesday. And the total for this fast now is 23.6 pounds that I've lost. Now, if you add to that the 6 pounds I lost the 2 weeks leading up to when I started the fast, that's a total of 29.6 pounds. So I'm down 0.4 pounds short of 30 pounds in the last 4 weeks, and a couple of days. My blood pressure was 112/73. My pulse was 83. You know, I said the hardest thing about this fast was drinking salt water, and it was getting to be pretty nasty. And I was starting to suspect that that's what was causing the diarrhea. So I reached out to a friend of mine who did a fast for 38 days one time. And she said she just drank water, and about every few days she would put a pinch of salt in her water. And it was such a small amount, she couldn't taste it. And another thing she pointed out too is that most people, once they say the hardest part of the fast is 10 days, and once they get through 10 days, they don't feel, everybody she knows who did an extended fast doesn't feel hungry. As a matter of fact, they feel like they have so much energy that gives them, it motivates them to keep fasting because it becomes easy, apparently. Hasn't become easy for me yet. But based on her advice, I cut the salt from my last jar of water yesterday. I didn't have any today. And I'm actually feeling better today. I played in the pool with my family. Oh, excuse me. I am sleepy today. It seems I need to get more sleep, and because our bodies heal when we're sleeping. But I listened to one doctor. I can't remember which one. It might have been the Curb Addiction doc on YouTube. Anyway, there was one doctor who was saying that salt added to our food blocks the satiation signal to our brain, which is why we keep eating, because the brain doesn't know we've had enough food to be satisfied. That's why, I'll sit down sometimes with a bag of potato chips and I finish the whole thing. They're salty. He also said that most food has enough salt in it that we don't need to add salt to the food for that reason, because it makes us eat too much food. So I suspect that the salt had something to do with me not getting to the point where I didn't feel hungry. I've had small periods during the day when I didn't feel hungry, but every day, and I'm on day 17, at some point I felt really hungry. And today was one of the days I cook a meal for the family. It's Taco Tuesday. So I've chopped up some taco meat, made some little quesadillas for my wife. My son ate some tacos. They had sour cream and a cheese dip with some taco meat mixed into it, like carne con queso. And man, I'm telling you, I wanted to eat. I really look forward to when I can eat again, but I'm going to stick this out. I felt a little hungry when I was doing that, but when we got done with dinner and went out and played in the pool for a while, um, I felt good. I didn't feel hungry during that time at all. I feel a little bit hungry now, but I didn't feel hungry then at all. I didn't have a BM today or last night, and I was beginning to think that maybe drinking all that salt water is what was triggering a BM, because if it is too much salt, even though recommendations are that we should have 1,500 to 2,300 milligrams of salt per day, you know, the 2,300 milligrams of salt's about a teaspoon. I think being that there was nothing else but water with the salt was causing my stomach to be upset and my intestines to be upset, and gave it my body a reason to expel that as much as possible. Because when you add salt to food, it's not such a concentration of salt, because all that other food is in there to dilute it. Your body has all that to basically shield the intestinal tract. At least that's my speculation about it. So I quit the salt. I figure it's a safe thing to do. I measure my pulse and my blood pressure every day, and I'm going to continue doing this. I'm very happy with the results. I haven't been down below 250 in years, probably 4 or 5 years. And I feel very, very good about that. I am looking smaller, especially around the midsection. My wife's noticing it. She's happy with it. And don't get me wrong, my wife has never been unhappy with my figure. She's in love as much as I am. And so it's never been a problem for her, but she does want me to be healthy because I'm considerably older than she is. And she wants me to be around for as long as possible. I promised her 50 years of marriage, and I intend to give it to her. And another thing to consider too is our bodies are a temple unto God. They're a temple unto the Holy Spirit and temple unto Jesus. How do we want to take care of this temple? One of the reasons it's called a temple is because Holy Spirit and Jesus live within us. That's why people bow their heads when they pray. They're talking to the Holy Spirit within them. That's the reasoning for that. So we need to take care of our temple. And she's been thinking about that a lot too, because, she eats some food sometimes that's not so good for her. Actually, frequently, that's not so good for her. And that's why she likes my cooking. But I'm very happy that we're doing this as a family. I mean, my family's not fasting, but everybody's working on our diets together. Because a diet is not something you go on to lose weight. A diet is how you eat. So many times I've heard people say things like, yeah, I did that diet. I did that diet and it didn't work. My light went out back there. And it didn't work. When I went back to eating, I gained all the weight back. If you eat a diet that makes you fat and you go on a diet to lose fat, and then you start eating the same diet that made you fat, guess what? You're going to get fat. A diet is not a temporary condition that you take due to lose weight. It's how you eat. You can either get old and be decrepit, have somebody changing your diapers for you for 2 years, or you can be healthy until the day you die from old age, as it's supposed to be. Dr. Wallach on YouTube one time told about a lady who lived to be 124 years old. And when she died, she was standing in her kitchen singing Frère Jacques while baking cookies with her great-great-grandkids. That's how to die. That's how to go right there. Go out of this world doing something you love to do. Take care of your body, and it will take care of you. And speaking of which, I was able to sit down and cross my legs for the first time in a long time yesterday because they hurt too much before. And the pain's not completely gone, but it is very much subsided. And I'm noticing a lot of pain is leaving my body. The pain I have in my left foot from a sprain from over a year ago in the ball of my foot is almost completely gone. And I had that pain for more than a year. Pain in my knees is regressing. So I expect I'm not going to have any pains by the time I get down and get rid of this fat around my midsection and out of my torso. I'm very happy with the results, and I'm going to keep it going. So you all join me tomorrow. That's all I have for today's update. I pray that God bless you with a pleasant evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.